Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back on our playlist, which is Electronic Health Record Blockchain-based system using Appalachian Fabric. And very first, sorry for getting little delayed on this video. So got busy with some, family stuff. But don't worry, I'll try to be very consistent going forward on this playlist. So we have seen a lot of things so far. We have seen network setup, network creation, writing chain code, and deployment of chain code, right? Or testing one. And we have seen the actual business logic as well. So in this video, we're gonna see how to create the credentials, how to register the certificates, how to register the admin, how to manage the multiple users or persona in our platform with respect to their access control and policy management. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with our today's video. What is most important part of it? So let's do first quick recap of our existing stuff, right? So here we have our chain code. I hope you know where is chain code in Fabric samples, asset transfer inside chain code JavaScript, and then EHR chain code. Okay. So what we have done here, we have wrote a logic of certain components of sort of business logic, like how to onboard the doctor. We have here onboard doctor logic, right? We have here onboard insurance logic. So we are going to onboard the two different type of companies. One is the hospital. One organization will treat as a hospital, one organization will treat as a non-operational non-medical field like insurance one or other stuff, whatever the private sectors we required. So these two things we're gonna onboard in our use case, right? So for them, we have already registered this and then grant access. So this particular function is used for patient when doctor is requesting for the access to update their record in the system, right? Get caller attribute function is to fetch their role and UUID from their credentials at when they are invoking that particular transaction. Whenever someone want to trigger any transaction on my chain code, so at that time I will check the ownership, who is the owner of or who is a caller, right? So that's what get caller attribute. So like in Solidity, we used to take the message dot sender to get the who is the sender. So similar stuff we are doing, but here it's a completely customized. You can define what kind of roles and at different attributes you want to define a role, some designation, or some any XYZ things, department, and so on and so forth. So now this particular thing is to add the record in our ledger, and this is for patient. Doctor is going to add the patient record. Okay, so this is get all assets. So when I want to fetch all the data on the ledger, that's how get assets will come into the picture. Now here we have some homework for you guys. So I want actually to build this product, but uh, I want you guys also to learn something, right? So here we go. So I have given you so the small help. I've listed out all the methods which you guys can, which is required for our complete use case, or not completely, but it's more or less very helpful to create your basic prototype, or if you are building something on top of it, right? So because of course this complete playlist is for learning purpose, we are not building any actual production grade product. I just declare like what you can call uh, the key points, or you can say the disclaimer sort of things, because so many people will try to follow this as is. Please don't follow this, because there is a lot more things we need to do at production grade setups. Okay, so this is, here we go. If you want to do it in a production grade, so these all functions you can include in your use case. Get patient details by ID, get all patient, get patient record by doctor, filter the patient record by the doctor, and then insurance agent, get insurance agent, sorry, issue insurance, create claim. This is for insurance stuff. Issue the insurance against the patient, create claim against the patient for certain situation, and get that claim info and approve the claim, then onboard researchers. So now how we have onboarded the doctor and issuer, so similarly you can onboard the researchers, my R&D department, to uh, so they can do the research on the data generated on the platform, and then send consent request to patient. So this is for the researcher one. So if they want to use the data, so they will first send the consent to the patient, and then in exchange they will give the reward. So get patient data for researcher and issue reward to patient, and claim reward by patient. So this is for the researcher, this is for the insurance people, and this is for the doctor one. Okay, so we'll try to, if time permits, I'll try to create few of the functions, but if not, then go ahead, feel free to go. And in this process, if you feel any challenges, always let me know. I'm there to help. Okay, so now, yeah, this is all about your chain code. Now, what is a key point to understand here? At a time of get caller attributes, we are using here role and UUID. Okay, it means I want to fetch role, user role, and UUID at a time of invoking my smart contract. Perfect. So now we'll decide the structure of defining my credentials. So here we have one script called, let me zoom in a little bit more. Here we have one register org one admin.js. Just a second. Register org one admin.js. I have created this script. This script is responsible for registering admin on org one. Now, this is a very critical point you need to understand. So we are doing here some using MSP, the access management or access control over here. We are segregating our persona based with respect to their use, or you can say with respect to their organization. Org one organization will be treated as a hospital, and org two organization will be treated as a insurance in my ecosystem. And this complete network setup will be, let's say, comes under the government or some department or government department or something like that, right? So there, how this chronology, or you can say the stake of my platform is get distributed. Okay, so org one is responsible for hospital one, or a hospital stood up their org one. And here in ideal use case, if multiple hospital is getting onboarded in my system, so for them we can create a new node, and on new node we can set up a new organizations. Remember this thing. Okay, so uh, now, so let's understand this script. This script is pretty simple. So what's exactly we are doing? Very first, we are creating the, now we have our node is network is everything is running. So okay, before that, let's run our network. I have not started my network yet. So I hope you know how to start network. Very first, always remember to start your Docker desktop. Start your Docker desktop. Where's my Docker desktop? Yeah, it's getting started. And then after that, to start network, we need to go to the change directory to, and I have given you the PPT as well if you forgot the comment. Okay, yes, our Docker desktop is up and it's running, right? So now we need to set up our network. So I hope you know the commands to run our network. You can find that command in readme.md file, right? Here in readme file, here is a command, or you can refer a PPT which is already in the description box. So the network architecture and everything we have mentioned. So let's grab this command. So always remember one more step. So first we need to go to the fabric sample and test network directory, right? From here only we need to run this command. And the good practice is always before running a new network, so you can do network down, right? If there is any dependency or something is running in the backend which is not cleared properly, so this will clear and remove everything, right? So this is very important because this causes sometime problem, or it's cause problem while running some containers, and the duplication will come into the picture. So it's always better to erase their volumes and everything to create always a fresh network, right? So now we are going to create a fresh one. So now run this command. Okay, enter. Bringing up network. Okay, so now it will create a network. So yeah, where we are with respect to the organization credential one. So this script is pretty simple. What exactly we are trying to do here? See, you can see we have these. We are setting up network. So in our network, we are setting up two organization, org one and org two. So org one has their peer one, and org two has their peer, right? So what exactly we are doing? We are to create a org one register. We are connecting my this script with the org one details. Okay, org1 said you can see connection org1.json. We are connecting with this particular org1 metadata, or you can say org1 credentials. Yeah, my network is up properly. And then using those credentials we are registering first admin. We are using the org1 credential to register the admin details, and based on that admin we will register the another users. So that's what we are trying to do here. We are giving you a hospital admin. You can see wallet.put hospital admin, and then after that we're gonna use the onboard script to onboard different user, doctors or insurance based on this admin credentials. So now you can wonder about things like where is this path and how to figure out this path, right? So it's again pretty simple. uh, See, whenever you'll create a network, you can observe one thing. Some metadata will get automatically created in your folder structure. So where to find that, I'll help you with that. So you have to go to the test network. Inside test network you can see the organizations. Inside organization you can see this order organization, peer organization, and you can see here org1 and org2. These two data is auto generated. Whenever you will up your network, at that time only this data will get generated. So these all are your certs and tlsca, and these all are in short, these all are credentials of your org1 network, right, or secrets. So what we need this connection hyphen org1 json. We are using this json where the pam file, you can see tlscs certs are defined, and their grpcs url is defined, so to connect to that particular peer. So using these credentials we are connecting with this org1, or we can say node 1 inside that organization. uh, Sorry, org1 inside that node. And then using that we are trying to create the admin level privilege credentials, right? So one more thing I want to show you, how to find the, here you can see this is a YAML. YAML is very important. You need to understand if something goes wrong, you can check it here, like is everything properly structured or not, right? So yeah, fabric ca is also here. Perfect. So these all are credentials. You can explore it. There are multiple types of credentials and all lot of things. Okay. Now let's get back to our register org1 admin.js script, where what we are doing here, we are trying to register my credentials. Okay. Now how to run this particular script? So let's go to the script. First make connection and then use the C orderer. And to do so, just check in your container, is your C order C org is running is not. Yeah, you can see C org one, C orderer, and C org two. This container should up and running for uh, to use this script. Okay, if this container is not up, then your script is not going to work properly. Not properly, it won't work at all, because it's depend on CSR. That's what we are using here. You can see corg1.example.com we are using to get the access of admin and then register admin one. So we are first trying to check is my admin one, but we are not giving the admin one name. Will give the name to my credential is hospital admin. So right, so org one is we are just trying to treat it as a hospital. Then we have to give here enroll admin and secret. This is the coming directly from the client which is already in the YAML files, and then now let's try to register my org1. So what we need to do, we just need to do node, because this is the node setup. This is a node.js code, node, and then register. Okay, my bad. So very first, again, remember this. We need to change our path. We need to go back into the server node SDK. Okay. Now where is my server node SDK? Here is my node server SDK. Now here we need to do node register org1 admin.js. So let's simply hit enter and hopefully it should work. Yeah, you can see successfully admin one imported. Okay, why it's showing admin one? I think in script somewhere I am showing admin one. Yeah, this here. This is a mistake. Instead of hospital one, here it should admin one. Okay, that's fine, completely fine. But what's matter, inside wallet it should show hospital admin.id. Okay, so now we have the uh, admin credential of org1, that what we are calling as hospital admin. Okay, now what is my second job? Once now I have my credential admin, now what we'll do, we'll try to register the insurance admin as well. So that is for my, sorry, this is register org2 admin for insurance. Okay, so now what we'll do, instead of admin 2, now let's rename this one. Control F, global search will do this time, and they will run, copy the insurance. Okay, we'll try to create insurance admin, and one more key thing I want you to notice here. You can see we are using here X509 identity certificate, which is again a one secure type of certificate, right? And we are using here MSP ID as org2 MSP, and in org1 credential here we are using org1 MSP. So this is how you are segregating the two different organization, right? So this is the access control, and here for creating the credential we are using here org2. You can see connection to org2 details. So this is pretty important to understand. We are creating admins for two different organizations. Now let's try to run this node 2 as well. Org2, register org2 admin for insurance, and we got error. What is the error? Failed to enroll admin user authentication failure, it's showing. Now let's see what's the challenge. Yeah, here is the challenge. So at the time of enrolling, so here we need to remember, enroll admin c dot enroll, enrollment id should be admin here, because this is the credential of already existing network, and here password is also admin pw, not admin 2. Now let's try it again. Yeah, we are good. Now we are done with the our insurance admin also. Now we can see we got the insurance admin. So yeah, we are good so far. So now what's our next step? Now our next steps to onboard the hospital doctor and insurance agents based on hospital credential. Now you can see here I have created one more script, which is onboard doctor.js. Onboard doctor.js is responsible for onboarding doctors. Sorry, first is responsible for creating the credential for doctor, right? So here you can see the difference between the admin type of credential and the normal user type of credential. Here what we are doing, we are adding one more column called attributes. We are calling here, we are adding, giving here role called client. We are giving here attributes, where attributes we can define the what role you want to do. Just we can change it to here doctor. Okay, then what is the UUID we need, so we can give here UUID like D001, oh sorry, 001. So like for doctor we will start from D series D001 or something like that, right? So this is the values attributes, and this attributes only we gonna fetch in my chain code, like the role and UUID. Okay, remember this. So here we in credential itself we need to define it, and then we have to give the here is which one is optional and which one is required. So both are optional, we won't giving it mandatory. So remember, this is the value of those credentials, these are attributes and these are only the attributes. Okay, we can define more attributes by separating the objects. So this is a one object for one attribute. Okay, now this is the first part or first piece of work we are doing in this particular script. So what is the second stuff we are doing? Second step is we are invoking my chain code, we are using gateway, we are trying to connect with my channel and then with the chain code, this is a chain code name, we'll change it. And then we are trying to submit some transaction, we are trying to hit the chain code to perform some transaction. So what are the transaction we're going to perform here? We will try to onboard this as you have seen the chain code, there is already one method called onboard doctor, right? So onboard doctor is here. So at a time of when first we'll register the credential for doctor, once the credential registered successfully, using those credential we'll try to onboard the doctor also, because this script is running from hospital as a owner, right? Because hospital is going to run the script. Okay, that will also, that thing also I will show you how, what I'm trying to say. Onboard doctor. So here you can see first we need to give the same thing authentication, and then we need to give the which check like is the identity is there or not. If identity there, and again we'll check the admin user as well. If admin is not available, we won't be allowing to uh, you know register this thing, and we are using the admin provider here using admin, right? So user context, we are using the admin context as well to perform some operations. So based on admin user only all this operation is going to perform, because admin, and who is admin in our use case? In our use case, hospital, hospital admin is the admin, we need to replace this script with the hospital admin. Okay, so this is what we need to do, and then in script you can see this is the function which we gonna trigger from chain code. Onboard doctor, and we need to pass doctor id, so doctor id will try to pass as uuid, uh, and yeah, and uuid they will get off, I think hospital, they'll check the role, they'll check the org one, and what is the authentication we have added here? This function should trigger from org one only. You can see org one, and the role should be hospital of that individual who is going to trigger this particular function. Okay, so this is how we gonna define it. But now I think here is a slight problem. Who is going to trigger my onboard function? That is based on my Rama identity. Okay, and Rama, or we can say the doctor, is not a role of hospital. Okay. Mhm. So we need to use here my hospital admin identity at a time of calling chain code. Okay, not an issue, but for sure we're going to do those changes while updating the script. But most important part, we have registered the registered hospital admin, right? We have registered insurance admin, we have understand how to onboard the doctor script, right? But now to invoke the chain code we need chain code as well, right? So we need my chain code up and running. So what are the steps to update my chain code or up my chain code? So here you can see we have this command in readme file where I want to deploy my script on my ledger. So on network. So as of now, we have not deployed our chain code, right? You can see here no chain code container. We cannot see any chain code container over here. So to deploy chain code, simply we need to clear this one, clear, and then paste my command. So remember chain code network.sh again. Again we need to change the directory. Always remember you should run this from where? Test network. Okay, So I'll create another separate tab, and here I'll change it to fabric slash. Okay, from here you can run the network.sh script. Always remember, network.sh script is in only test hyphen network directory. Now they will first package my chain code, and then they'll install that chain code on my each organization 1 and organization 2, and then it will take the approval. You should know the life cycle of it. It's pretty important. Okay, now it will take some time. So in meantime, let's update our script. So what we need to do. Hmm. This is my doctor on Kwan. So instead of Rama, I'll give the name of, yeah, Rama could be the doctor name. So we can give Doctor Rama. Okay, give Doctor Rama is my username, or we can say Doctor 01. So like their user ID and the name, something like that. So this will we give the credential name. So now wherever we can see the instead of here Rama. Oh shit. Just try to find the repetitions over here, and let's try to change it. Instead of Rama, we need to give Dr. Rama. Dr. Rama. Okay, perfect. Here it's two time. Wait. Okay, so now we replaced, and instead of admin, we need to give our, what is our admin name? Here you can see in wallet, that's hospital admin, right? So here we'll change admin, and here we'll change hospital admin. Perfect. Yeah, I think so. And this script is dedicated for onboarding hospitals, onboarding doctors only. So we can give it the credential admin credential as hospital admin. Now we did that. So uh, rule. What is a rule we need to define on the doctor side? Is like the doctor, right? And the name of the user UUID is like D001 we have given, or we can give D001, or we can keep the same as the ID name as well. It's up to you how you want to figure it out, but it's okay. And then this we can keep as it is. Enrollment ID is Dr. 01 Rama, and it's better to give UUIDs this as same. So it's easy to understand, right? In our ledger we are adding UUID, so we can map this name with your credential. It's easy. And then so only this is good so far, but the concern for me is now I want to invoke the chain code, but the challenge is uh, I'm trying to invoke it with the uh, Dr. Rama. That's not possible. I want to onboard, so of course I need to use here my hospital uh, hospital admin, okay, to invoke the chain code. And then what I'm doing from chain code side, I'm checking the role of the admin, but inside admin credential, okay, so not here, I'm not defining any role, right? So that is a challenge for me. Now we need to do two things: either update my admin and add role into it, okay, or else create another credential for create another credential called hospital specifically, and then use that credential and in that credential add the role as hospital, and then trigger your chain code, right? So that is, I think, valid, very very valid point to do so. That's how we can do it. So what we are waiting for, let's do that actually. What we'll do, we'll create another script only for specific hospital chain code installation. PL0 was failed, deploying chain code failed. What's the error here? Failed to execute, error sending timeout expiry while executing transaction. Uh-huh. Chain code installs failed with status code 500, error in simulation, failed to execute transaction. Let me debug the issue. What's the issue? But you can see the container is not up. Docker psfna. Uh, the fabric node env. What's this? 5 minutes ago. I can't see my chain code envs. Okay, just they created the package. How to debug these things? Very first, we first need to check like is their package is created successfully or not. To do so, we need to go to the network. Yeah, here I can see the package. They have deployed the package and everything. So we can check the logs of any of the container. So to do so, let's go here. We'll go org one. Here you can see log. Failed to invoke chain code. They are calling failed to invoke chain code. And what is this? Failed to invoke chain code lifecycle. Finish chain code lifecycle duration 3. Error detected. Common is equal to chain code type not supported. Node command detected. Acha. There is some mistake I think in the chain code side. So they are mentioning endorser chain code is not detected properly. Okay, okay, okay. Simulate proposal, fail to invoke chain code, timeout expire while executing changes. Okay, let me look into this particular part. But remember, meantime, you can explore the credential parts, how to onboard it, and so on and so forth. Okay, but no worry. I think we can continue with our work. Here, what we need to do now, what was we supposed to do? Uh, 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 or else anyway, I want to update the chain code logic as well. So instead of role, what we'll do, we'll just find at the time of onboarding, like is it admin or not, right? So I'll update this logic. We need to update this chain code logic to make sure that it is admin, right? It is MSP, whoever is using this particular thing, it should be the org1 admin, should not be the normal user, right? That is a better, I think, privacy over here, right? Access control. So, guys, feel free to drop any messages if you have any search challenges. You can see now I got one error, so I'll look into it and we'll try to address this issue in the next video. So, in meantime, just go through the videos and let me know if you face any challenges or any doubts. I'm always up there. So, thank you so much. If you like my videos, do subscribe, like, and share with your community. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Jai Hind.